Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So as I said in the previous video, because of the latest drop, we're going to focus only on the bearish scenario. We can always go back to bullish if we see a first impulse to the upside, but at the moment, whatever ADA is doing here is not really convincing. There is now a short opportunity, well, not short, but it's an opportunity for some support here, because this is where we're just coming towards at around 43.5 cents, the ascending trend line of a triangle. Yeah, so as I said to you in previous videos, we can count the entire move from the low in May as an Elliott wave triangle, A, B, C, D, E. And we're now coming down in a wave, well, however you want to call that. Wave 1, that might only be the first wave of a 5-wave move, or this already is the 5-wave move that will take us to 30 cents roughly. Yeah, we don't know that yet, but we're basically based on that. If we have the triangle count, we've just started an impulse to the downside, okay? And the alternative wave count would be that this here, at the top there at around 60 cents, we started a wave 1 down. We've already seen the wave 2 to the upside, and we're now in the wave 3, as I've indicated it here on the chart. And, you know, which of these scenarios are going to work out, I don't know. I'd rather go at the moment with the 1-2 and that we're already in the wave 3. Yeah, but again, we don't really know that yet, but they are both pointing into the downside. Here we had a bit of a target area, reversal area that basically now has been invalidated. I mean, we came into it, we reversed, but I think we're going to go through this. So that I'll still keep it on the chart, but if we drop below that trend line and then also lose the 42.9 cent level, then you're probably going to go through here in a wave 3. So we can count here the subwaves of that wave 3 in a way that we say, and again, there's different ways of doing this really. If we go here to the very short term, just thinking, yeah, 1-2. And then the 1-2, and then we're now in the 3. So we can look a little bit in more detail at the wave 3, just to do some sub-wave counting here. Bear in mind, these are oftentimes not so reliable, but still, I'm gonna give it a go just to give you some orientation about where we are in this wave, in this possible wave 3. So we can add the waves, and we say this was probably a 1-2, and then we are currently heading down in a wave 3 of that third wave. Why? Because all these subwaves here themselves, you can count them as, again, as subwaves, yeah? So in the wave 3 here, for example, in red, we've got a 1-2, then probably here the 3, 4, and we're now in the 5 of the 3. So I'll make that another color. Again, don't pay too much attention to the subwave counting, because it can change, you know, depending on the latest movements. But it's always good to have some orientation. So that would mean that we're now in the wave 5 of a wave 3, but not yet finished with the wave 3 in white here. So we can calculate a target for the third wave here in white, yeah, and we do that by using the Fibonacci extension levels. So go to the wave 1, to the beginning of the wave 3, and then the target for the wave 3 in white would be 38.1 cent. So it all depends also a little bit now on, is this a wave 3 already, yeah, or is this just the first wave after the triangle? We don't know that yet, but the focus for me has shifted to the downside with the latest drop. So unless we now see a really strong impulse to the upside that would take us beyond the 52.5 cent level, I'm going to be focused on the downside. Again, you can see Basel hard fork coming up. What kind of meaning does it have? Nothing, you know, all the hype again for nothing. That's always why it's best to follow the waves, not to follow the headlines. We had a similar story with Ethereum merge, where a lot of people expected a pump, you know. Usually people should start to get used to the idea that those events don't really support long-lasting price increases over time. Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, if you have an improvement or something going on, yes, but short term it's often just a pump and dump, or buy the rumor, sell the news. And as I said before, already in March I told you that in a bear market you're probably not going to see that Vasil hard fork effect. Now that took a while to find out, because obviously remember in we had the Vasil hard fork, I think originally scheduled in April and May, and then June and whatever. So it was all moved out. But it's just, those events in a bear market, you just don't get that bullish momentum. So yeah, we are heading further down, as it seems, with a possible target overall of around 30 cents. Would be ideal to get to that level. That is the 88.7% fib level that originally I expected ADA to get into, but then we found key support here at 38.9 cents. But we'll see if we eventually get there. That's currently my view here and my read of the market. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then also check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.